And a day after the violence erupted in the heart of Bengaluru, leaving 3 dead, Karnataka State Reserve Police have also carried out a flag march in the lanes of DJ Halli today. Meanwhile, you've got politics, as you just heard from the spokesperson as well, whoever that has erupted over this incident. The Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister Ashwath Narayan has blamed the Congress party and the SDPI for the arson. BJP claims that in an attempt to appease Muslim vote bank and to make inroads in the Congress stronghold, the SDPI was the one orchestrating the violence. Meanwhile, Karnataka government is now mulling to order a magisterial probe in this violence case. And speaking to India Today, the Karnataka Home Minister said that all those who are behind this incident are going to be charged. Losses will be recovered from them as well. Former Prime Minister H.D. Devegowda will be addressing a press briefing over the violence today. So far, 145 people have been arrested after the city witnessed widespread arson, vandalization, attacks on police station on 11th of August. In fact, you even have Section 144 that is still in place in Bengaluru. Violence erupted in Bengaluru over a Facebook message, remember, allegedly posted by a relative of Congress MLA. The MLA's house was later vandalized.
I am asking for Karnataka Home Minister and Chief Minister should give to CCBI or CBI. Who is their background? Why they have given? They have seen some clippings I saw now. Some person is coming in two-wheeler and giving money to the people to hit them. Near Munegowda's event, they are targeting. Why they are doing? Why they should give money to target the houses? So that all should be investigated by the police. I am requesting.
The Congress party has been very meek in its criticism. They have not even been standing by their own Dalit MLA. It clearly shows Congress party's vote bank politics. They are standing with the mob. We strongly condemn this violence and we deplore the vote bank politics of the Congress party, which really forces them, which makes them go completely into a silent mode whenever the attacks are carried out by a particular minority community.
देश के सौहार्द, देश के भाईचारे और देश के अमन और शांति को किसी को भी बिगाड़ने की इजाजत नहीं दी जा सकती। इस तरह की जो हरकत होती है उसमें इंसान नहीं मरते, इंसानियत का कत्लेआम होता है। और निश्चित तौर से ये सब की जिम्मेदारी है कि देश की सौहार्द को, देश की शांति को, देश की एकता को, देश के भाईचारे को जो भी ताकतें जिस भी षड्यंत्री दिमाग और मानसिकता के साथ नुकसान पहुंचाना चाहती हैं, उनके खिलाफ कड़े से कड़े कानूनी प्रावधानों के तहत कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
प्रोवोकेशन कितना भी बड़ा हो, इस तरह की हिंसा हिंदुस्तान को अच्छे स्वरूप में नहीं। लेकिन आप एक पैटर्न देखिए, गुड़गांव में बीते दिनों में एक व्यक्ति को कहा गया कि फलाना नारा लगाओ, उसकी हड्डियां तोड़ दी गई, उसकी हड्डी नहीं टूटी। ये पूरी जो एक श्रृंखला हम देख रहे हैं बीते कुछ वर्षों में, हिंदुस्तान टूट रहा है और इसके टूटने के बाद कुछ बचेगा नहीं।
बेंगलुरु में जो भी कुछ हुआ वो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, लेकिन सरकार को जो कार्रवाई करनी चाहिए थी वो नहीं की। जो विधायक जिसके ऊपर हमला हुआ उसने तो ट्वीट किया नहीं था, उसने तो मैसेज भेजा नहीं था, लेकिन उसके बावजूद उनके ऊपर अटैक हुआ। किन परिस्थितियों में हुआ? और जो अब बात कर रहे हैं कि रिकवरी की जाएगी, रिकवरी करें, आप सरकार आपके हाथ में है, जांच एजेंसी आपकी हैं, आप आइडेंटिफाई करें कि कौन मौजूद थे। आरोप लगाना, जो विक्टिम है खुद प्रताड़ित है कांग्रेस के विधायक, और उन्हीं पर आरोप लगा रहे हैं कि ऑर्केस्ट्रेट था और पूरे नियोजित था, ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। इस तरह से सरकार नहीं चलती।
Karthik is reporting from Bengaluru. Karthik, look at the political conundrum right here. You've got the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister blaming the Congress and SDPI for this particular violence. But the SDPI and Congress going on to say it is the Karnataka government that needs to be answerable, because how do they even allow this kind of a violence at this scale to even take place? So right now there is a lot of political bickering that is going on. The point here is now let the investigation reveal who was really responsible behind this mob violence that we ended up seeing. Karthik.
Well, yes, definitely the political tug-of-war between Congress and BJP has just heightened after these clashes. Now, starting with the KPCC chief, who went on to state that, they have no role to play and it's a lapse of law and order, and to, right back to the Home Minister, who said that this was all well orchestrated, and the riots, probably had some other view to it. And you had the Deputy Chief Minister as well, who went on to say that this prima facie looked like a interior clash between the Congress and the PFI in the constituency. But what's very interesting is that the Congress has remained silent right about from the start on the SDPI issue, about the role of the SDPI and the PFI in this case. But on the other hand, the BJP and the government, the incumbent government in Karnataka, has been probing all the aspects of the case, and investigations are still underway. Now, according to the FIRs, it clearly states that 3 people have been arrested from the SDPI, and many more have been arrested as well. And
all right, apologies about that interruption, but breaking news coming in.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.